So the Community Integration through Cooperative Education, or CICE program, is an academic college program that provides individualized planning and supports. It's designed for students who have received support in high school from an educational assistant or a resource teacher. CICE students need to be those who are motivated and willing to accept individualized support in class and in tutoring from a learning specialist. CICE is a 2-year certificate program designed for adults with developmental disabilities, intellectual disabilities, acquired brain injury, or other significant learning challenges. CICE students complete an individualized program of study based on chosen area of concentration. Courses are tailored through a modification process to match each student's individual academic abilities. Our students want to further their education and vocational training in a community college setting. St. Lawrence College offers the CICE program at all 3 of our campuses, Cornwall, Brockville, and Kingston. Each of the campuses offers the same integrated program model, meaning that students take some core classes with their CICE peers, but all other classes are taken with students from their individual program of interest courses. The goals for students in the CICE program include to enhance students' knowledge, build skills, an interest for and passion for their chosen field of interest, to build skills to use after they graduate with their certificate in CICE, to participate in class presentations, group work, practice articulating their opinions, and sharing information, to meet new people, joining in with class activities, to develop further self-determination skills, which is all about making decisions for yourself about your education, career, and life, and develop employability skills, such as punctuality, interpersonal skills, problem solving, developing initiative, reliability, dependability, as well as building networks in the community along the way. We also want students to experience college life from their first day at SLC to their last by taking part in orientation activities put on by the SLC Student Association, joining in with ongoing campus activities like special speakers and visitors, open mic night, cruises, and other events, right up to the day they walk across the stage at convocation. Each student picks an area of concentration or program of interest that they want to study through their time with CICE. As well as the 11 program of interest courses, students will also take 9 core CICE courses. As well as classes, students will be assigned to community placements in consultation with the CICE field placement specialist. She works with the students and program liaison to find placements to match the student's program of interest. Let's take a look at a breakdown of classes you would take over your 4 semesters or 2 years in CICE. Seminar and placement are every semester and are co-requisites. Every college student takes a communications class in their first semester. Ours is a core CICE introductory communications course. All other courses are with mainstream students in their area of interest with a learning specialist for support. Students also receive an hour of tutoring for each of their area of interest courses.
Jody, if I could jump in there for a moment, we know that the placement's a very important part of our students' experience here at SLC. Do you have a couple examples of maybe some local areas that your students in this program have gone and done their placement?
Sure. Our students who are in the hairstylist program have worked in salons or in Brockville. Students who are taking the CYC area of interest have had placements at daycares and elementary schools. Students in general arts and science, it's very self-directed, so we do ask our students what they would like to do. So we've had students at schooners, we've had students at thrift shops, we've had students in retail like Canadian Tire and Staples. We've had students who really wanted hand-on placements and ended up working in garages or with contractors. So there are quite a few different possibilities for placement.
Great, good to hear. Thank you.
No problem. So students are fully integrated into the mainstream courses and will have the same opportunities to give presentations and participate in group work. For example, classes at college can be anywhere from 2 hours to 6 hours long per week, depending on the type of class and program of interest it is in. There are no bells in college, so students need to be independent enough to get to class and tutoring on their own. Students need to be responsible to get themselves to placement and complete their work tasks independently, and support can be provided as needed. Here's an example of a CICE timetable. So each class happens 1 or 2 times each week and can be at different times of the day and in different classrooms as well. Each semester classes change, and so students will get a new timetable each semester, which will look different from the last one. Students shouldn't panic though. This sounds confusing, but we have an orientation for all our first year students before classes start, just to make sure they feel comfortable. The learning specialists are also great at making sure our students are organized and ready to start their semester. Our learning specialists work with the faculty and program liaison to modify the original course learning outcomes to match the learning profile of each individual student in CICE. Learning specialists also work with each student in individual tutoring sessions during the semester to further support concepts and course elements of performance to help each student achieve their best. Learning specialists also take modified notes in class for the student so that they are able to concentrate and focus on the course content in lectures and presentations. We can also facilitate the use of other services within the college that support students. For example, the Student Association, the bookstore, IT, and wellness and accessibility services. These are the programs of interest we offer on the Brockville campus. All programs of interest on the Brockville campus only have predetermined courses, which is a bit different from Cornwall and Kingston, who offer different programs as well. These are the different programs of interest offered on the Cornwall campus. Students can take courses in different programs of interest as long as there is seat availability and a solid match to the student's interests and background. Here are programs of interest we offer on the Kingston campus. Some of these programs are very popular, for example, culinary arts, vet assistant, and early childhood education. This means that having experience or interest in the area of concentration is very important because there could be many students in competition for a limited number of spots. If there is a program that is not listed, we can approach the program to see if there is an appropriate fit for a student in CICE. Here's a snapshot of some of the services offered Tri-Campus. We encourage all applicants to apply for OSAP and to meet with our accessibility advisor before classes begin. If applicants are eligible for at least $1 of a loan, they can receive assistance getting access to disability-related funding and possibly receive assistive technology to support their studies. Residence can be the best option if you live out of town and have a large commute. All of the residences on our 3 campuses have fully furnished single or double occupancy suites and common areas for group study and social activities. There are accessible suites available for students with disabilities, with easy access to public transit, on-site laundry facilities, access to college computer labs, library, dining services, and meal plans, and more. Residence has everything you need in one comfortable, secure location. It is important to note that residence living is separate from the services and supports offered by St. Lawrence College and the CICE program. Residence is a great option if you live out of town, and other options include the SLC carpool program, which helps connect you with others living in your area who are also traveling to the college. If you are on ODSP, then you're eligible for passport funding to receive at least $5,000 each year, which can help with travel expenses. So the learning specialist's most important role is to modify each program of interest course for each individual CICE student. So modifications and accommodations are types of adaptations that are made to the educational environment, curriculum, instruction, or assessment practices in order for CICE students to be successful learners and to participate actively with other students in the classroom. Accommodations do not substantially change the instructional level, content, or performance criteria. The changes are made in order to provide a student with equal access to learning and equal opportunity to show what he or she knows and can do. Lastly, a change in the course code indicates a modified course. So after 2 years, students receive a certificate in CICE and can start working at an entry-level job. So for example, let's say we have a student graduating from CICE with a concentration in hairstyling. So this individual could get a job at a salon. They may have tasks such as taking appointments, helping with setup and cleanup. Depending on the salon, CICE graduates may also be able to mix chemicals, give scalp massages, and style hair. Our CICE grads would not be allowed to cut hair since you must have your diploma in hairstyling. However, they would be working in an environment that they enjoy. So what do applicants need to apply to the CICE program? There are a few requirements, several steps to follow, and several things students need to gather together to complete the application. Firstly, they will need to have or be graduating this year with either a high school diploma or high school certificate or certificate of accomplishment, or be at least 19 on the first day of classes to apply to CICE. The documents we are looking for with application are a copy of the student's most recent individual education plan, or IEP, a photocopy of their high school transcripts, which shows all their marks, a photocopy of their most recent psychoeducational assessment, if you have one, and the completed CICE application package and confidential reference. Then applicants will need to apply to 2 separate places. First, apply online to OCAS at this website. The deadline to apply to OCAS is February 1st. We do accept late applications, but these dates must be met to be eligible for equal consideration for the program. Admissions usually closes the program mid-August. On the OCAS website, be sure to select Community Integration through Cooperative Education from the list of programs for St. Lawrence College. There is a $95 fee that is non-refundable, but can be covered by passport funding. Second, complete an online or paper application and submit it to cice@sl.on.ca, or mail it or drop it off to the college by February 15th. Please make sure to fully fill in this application. Every extra bit of information can make a difference in the student's eligibility. Third, part of the application is a confidential reference, which must be completed by someone who knows the student well as a student. If you are coming out of high school or are a recent graduate, or someone who knows the student well in a work or volunteering setting, or a support person, if the student is a mature student who has been away from school for a while. This confidential reference will be sent in separately by the person you have fill it in. Fourth, the student is required to attend an information session, which is similar to this presentation and is offered each year in November and again in January for the following academic year applicants. Personalized information sessions can be set up as well with the program liaisons. Fifth, the student will attend an informal interview and complete some informal assessments with the college with our CICE team. So at this interview, we have several people, usually 3, and we just want to see that it's the right fit for the applicant. After all these requirements have been met, the students for the following year's cohort are selected based on scoring. So thank you for taking the time to learn more about the CICE program.